All right, 14 gives me a principle, and that is if the reasonable person would expect it to cover this thing, then it covers that thing, even if it explicitly doesn't cover the thing. If the reasonable person would expect it to, and if it were written in such a way that a reasonable person wouldn't read it. Okay, so two things. The reasonable person would expect coverage, and if it's so badly written that the reasonable person wouldn't read it, then it does provide the coverage, whether or not it actually provides the coverage. All right. And then the application is that the insurance company should be required to cover the hail damage. Well, okay. I mean, we can conclude that, but in order to do that, you want to say a reasonable person would expect it to cover hail damage, and it's written in such a way that a reasonable person wouldn't have read it. And it's choice B. Given the way it was written, a reasonable person wouldn't have read it. And Cecilia reasonably expected, a reasonable person would expect it to cover hail damage. Answer choice B covers both of those two things. And if those two things are true, then yeah, the insurance policy does cover the hail damage, even if it doesn't. So here's the deal with these free videos. They're intended to serve a very narrow purpose. For those times when you're wondering, why is that the right answer? You can just come here for a complete library and find out why it was the right answer. And I hope that you'll find that it was very instructive. Of course, the other part of the deal is that since LSAC publishes all of their tests along with test keys, that means that there's no barrier to entry for test prep. And you can hear the air quotes, I hope. Anybody can, and lots of people have, set up shop and call themselves test prep companies, and they've got the questions, they've got the answer keys, and they just try to explain to you why the right answer is right. And then they charge you money for it? That is wrong. I want to put a stop to it. I want to sweep the legs right out from under them. It is bad for you. It's bad for me too. So if you want to know what the right answer is and why the right answer is right, I want you to be able to come here and find it out for free without paying anybody for it. That's very different from what I do in the paid course. What I think has value about what I do is that I can tell you ahead of time what every question wants from you, what to expect from the right answer, how to formulate a right answer, and then how you can expect wrong answers to sound, so that you know before you ever open up a test book exactly what to expect. And all the practice videos that are part of the paid course are just me putting that theory into practice. It's just the rubber meeting the road. In other words, I'm going to show you, based on what we've done before, how we're going to react when it comes up next time. And that bit, knowing what to do the next time you see something, that I think is worth paying for. And if you agree, I'd love to have you in the course. And if not, that's fine too. Don't pay anybody to explain why right answers are right. Just watch these for free. Enjoy.